The legacy of the 1st Infantry Division dates back to 1917, when General John "Blackjack" Pershing arrived in France with the 1st American Expeditionary Force. The Fighting First led the way for American troops in World War I. Names like Cantigny, Cesson, Saint-Mihiel, and the Argonne Forests tell the story of the gallantry of the soldiers of the 1st Infantry Division, now wearing the famous Big Red 1 patch on their left shoulder. During World War II, the 1st Infantry Division was the first to reach England, the first to fight the enemy in North Africa and Sicily, the first on the beaches of Normandy and D-Day, and the first to capture a major German city. The 1st Infantry Division remained in Germany until 1955, when they redeployed to Fort Riley, Kansas. In the summer of 1965, the Big Red 1 was the first division called to fight in Vietnam. For nearly 5 years, its soldiers battled the enemy while carrying out programs to aid the people of South Vietnam. And in April of 1970, the colors of the 1st Infantry Division returned to Fort Riley. On November 8, 1990, the 1st Infantry Division was called to lead the way during Operations Desert Shield and Desert Storm. Over a 2-month period, the Fighting First deployed more than 12,000 soldiers and 7,000 pieces of equipment to Saudi Arabia and spearheaded the armored attack into Iraq. By February 27, 1991, the division broke the enemy's defense along the Kuwait border and cut off the path of retreat for the fleeing Iraq army. On April 10, 1996, the colors of the 1st Infantry Division moved to Würzburg, Germany. Shortly after their arrival, the Big Red 1 assumed peace enforcement responsibilities in Bosnia-Herzegovina in support of Operations Joint Endeavour and Joint Guard. By 1999, the division deployed twice to the Balkans, where they patrolled the streets and countryside of Kosovo until June of 2000. In March of 2003, the division took a more direct role in Operation Iraqi Freedom, when the 1st Battalion, 63rd Armored Regiment deployed to northern Iraq. Task Force 163, operating in the Sunni Triangle, conducted combat operations while simultaneously helping bring stability to the region. Upon their return to Germany in February of 2004, the rest of the 1st Infantry Division and Task Force Danger deployed to northern Iraq in support of Operation Iraqi Freedom. And in August of 2006, the division's headquarters and colors returned to Fort Riley, Kansas. The return of the Big Red 1 to Fort Riley has contributed to the installation's renaissance. Spurred by the need for new barracks, housing, and other facilities, the fort has been the scene for much construction activity and infrastructure upgrade. On February 2, 2010, the 34th Infantry Division transferred authority of the United States Division South to the 1st Infantry Division in support of Operation Iraqi Freedom. In 2011, elements of the 1st Infantry Division deployed to Afghanistan, where 116 Infantry supported the Army's village stability operations. 4-4 Cavalry patrolled the Zari District, 234 Armor patrolled the Maiwan District, and the 3rd IBCT deployed to the Coast and Paktia provinces. In April of 2012, the headquarters of the Big Red 1 assumed command of military operations in eastern Afghanistan. Over the next year, the division led and controlled operations in 14 Afghan provinces near the Pakistan border. During the division's deployment, soldiers fulfilled the critical task of managing the transition of coalition-led operations to that of posturing coalition forces for the successful transfer of mission to the ANSF. In 2014, the Big Red 1 again answered our nation's call, this time to aid Iraqi security forces against ISIL during Operation Inherent Resolve, where the 1st Infantry Division led the Combined Forces Land Component Command, Iraq. Throughout the deployment, the division headquarters built strong relationships with Iraqi Army generals, assisted and advised leaders at every level of command, and built combat power to generate momentum in the fight against ISIL. And today, the division continues to prepare units for missions abroad while strengthening relationships with our U.S. Army Reserve, National Guard, and community partners. The division remains brave, responsible, and on point to move at the sound of the guns whenever and wherever our nation calls. No mission too difficult, no sacrifice too great, duty first.